What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Frontline Youth Podcast. You guys are
Yes.
joined Bobby.
And Josh.
Yes.
Whoop
Yes.
whoop. We're back for another episode.
Yes, we're back in the classroom, you guys.
No more annex. No more burning to death. Like that was
Yes.
like very like hey, putting you here, guys. You can tell what like hell is like. Man, we were
Remember, this
burning.
is
Yeah,
like this is heaven or this.
do you want to feel this hot all the time, but 10 times worse? Made me question life for sure. So no, no, I do not want to burn for eternity. Um, that episode, it's done already. We stop talking now. Who wants to burn for eternity?
Exactly. There you go. Bow your guys' head. Josh has the ultimate
All
laugh.
right. So we talk about this here and there. Well, what am I kidding? Every episode. No. So, um, as you guys can see, we have mic stands. We've had audio difficulties recently for majority of our episodes. To be honest, we're still in the learning process of a lot of stuff. Um, Good news. The former Fly podcast. Uh, the I don't even know what to call them.
Hosts.
Leaders, host,
Yeah. Yeah.
host, host is yes. There we go. Host is the word. Um, they've offered to give the equipment that they used us, or mainly the podcast. So be the equipment passed down generations to generations. But we'll be able to get some better quality with these mic stands. It will help us with mic placement, so we won't be all over the place, and then we won't have people all the way up on the mic like this. That I just got like smoke bombed. This still smell like Lysol. I just tried to breathe and it gassed
Oh
me,
man.
chemicals. But yes, hopefully I'm not too loud now. We are going to be trying to monitor that stuff. Might see a switch up of the setup, not necessarily the room, but more so our chairs and tables. So we can add headphones and hear ourselves to make sure we're not too loud, not too quiet, um, and all that stuff. Maybe even get a soundboard up in there.
Yeah.
Actually, get some entertaining boom. We'll put a headphone warning at that moment. Anyways,
Yes. Yeah.
with that being said, uh, new things are coming. Yes, be excited. We're almost on episode 100 soon. I'll be top 5 haters. I'm gonna start collecting my list soon. I want to be prepared for that episode, long one.
Oh yeah. That episode's gonna be like probably the longest episode of Fly Podcast.
I mean,
It's
I
gonna
don't
be.
know. We still have Unk Strikes Back. That took 2 parts, man.
Yeah, that is true. That was like.
Dude, that was a long. Classroom got hot too. Like the AC just stopped working. It was rough, rough. But it was a good episode.
It
Good
was.
episodes.
Yeah.
Like, dang.
Yes. Yeah.
But yes, without further ado, let's get to the topic of the episode.
Yes. We're gonna be talking about music. Stuff you guys listen to every single day.
Anyways, uh,
Yes.
music it is, man.
Yeah, it's something important to talk about because like uh
How many people
something
listen?
percent of like Gen Z
I don't want to search. What percentage of Gen Z? Wow.
phone would love.
Nearly all Gen Z consumers engage with music, with 80% of the Gen Zers using music or audio to boost their mood and 74% listening times a day. Studies indicate they spend over 4 hours daily on audio consumption, with 53% of that time dedicated to music, largely driven by streaming services. Sites into this high engagement, 76% millennial slash younger millennials music, higher than the general U.S. population. Wow, more people are adults in the world. Um,
Wow.
Not in the world, in the U.S. Daily consumption, 40%. 46% of Gen Z listen to music dozens of times a day. Dozens is 12, and they put plural. Golly. Physical media and discovery, over 50% of 18 to 24-year-olds listen to physical formats like vinyls or CDs. 17% of Gen Z has recently discovered a song over a decade old.
I'll believe that. TikTok, I like the TikTok.
Maybe.
Believe that. Where they give
Why
most of
they
their info.
listen. 7% use audio as an I hate that percentage. 63% used for coping with stress and health support. That goes right into it. This is, by the way, this is Google AI. So I don't know the direct thing. Not looking at an article. An article probably would be better, but uh, get that stuff just off the spot. So you don't know how true or specific all that is, but I think that's a good estimate. I would say.
So it's
Um,
pretty much like all Gen Z listens to
yeah, pretty close. You guys
music.
are Gen Z. Um, yeah.
Yeah, so you listen to music. This episode,
Oh yeah. Better be listening. Dude,
yeah,
we have worship
I'm
song service, not worship service. But without further ado, let's kick it off. Yeah. I'm
close.
gonna go with the very first question I have.
Yeah,
Um, talked about how a wide variety of people use it as an escape or a coping with stress or mental health support. Um, why is music so influential? Like, better way to word it is why does so much compared to a lot more other?
because if I'm gonna take it back to heaven. So in heaven they had music. Y'all know Lucifer was the leader of music, and so God loved to use music as a way to worship Him, glorify Him, and so I believe it. And even our bodies, we're made in the image of God. That means that music ties to us. So, so it affects us because it's directly it one of those things that was invented by God. So it's like that's why I believe that it directly. Now, I'm not saying all music comes.
I would have to agree with all of that. It's something God has put inside of us, uh, like worship Him with, connect with. See music as something that will forever be a part of us. Um, matter who you are, there's always some type of music, lyric, or beat that just speaks to you, and you can't help but be obsessed with it. Music has a special ability to speak to us or speak to our hearts. I believe most of the time it speaks when it relates to our life in some kind of way. Leading into my second question, um, kinda. I forgot that I wrote that, but question. Um, it's dangerous when music relates to it.
I feel like and bad thing. So it so to start with it isn't a bad thing. Like listen to these music artists. Like some of them, yes, they talk about. Not many of them talk about how they struggle, but talk about how they worship God through hard times. Through hard, that's a good way that it can relate. It's like a it's way it's like a oh I'm not that was like oh that it can like a lot of like pretty sure you guys have almost heard all the music really bad. It is like not the greatest thing in the world, and I feel like if that can like was like the profanity, vulgar stuff that they are saying in the songs like that relates to you, and you're using that as an excuse. Oh, everybody does it. Now that can be a bad thing. That
My part of that is, uh, we just recently had evangelist Pastor Patrick Johnson do a revival for our church, and talking about how sometimes we could sue people's conscience. by affirming their actions or allowing them to say what they want to say, or like kind of like how when you gossip, you're gossiping, you're fulfilling your conscience, be like, okay, I'm not the only one thinking. I'm not the only one having to deal with this in my own mind. Someone else is doing it. So it's soothing you, giving you false judgment on yourself and be like, okay, this is okay. I am in the right. Music can do the same thing. Like, say you're having a bad day. Um, and it could be because of anger or sadness. We're gonna go out of sadness for me to explain from that way. You could go and listen to sad music, like say, love of your life passed away, or love of your life just found someone else and they're no longer the love of your life. Go and listen to music that is going to affirm your sad feelings. Um, like I'm gonna use an example. When I Bruno Mars, "When I Was Your Man," that song, uh, you listen to it, it's a good song. It sounds pretty good, and the right minds, like the worldly mindset, you're gonna think about it like, man, song relates to me. Like, I miss this person. I miss this person being someone special, or I miss me being special to this person. Um, but listen to the song over and over. It creates a mindset of, oh, I'm not perfect. Oh, well, yeah, obviously you're not perfect, but more so, I'm not that good of a person. I wasn't that special to them. And it creates in your mind a self worth problem. Um, like the song talks about, like, I was your man, or I should have done this, I should have done that. It gives you a complex like, man, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Maybe sometimes you do treat people badly and all that. So obviously there's that. Like it can create a self conflict in your mind, even though it relates to you. Like,
Mhm.
hey, I should have been nicer to this person. I should have treated this person with more value in our relationship, but I didn't. So I lost them. Um, but it will soothe you, get stuck in that, and then it can plant seeds in your own mind like, "Man, I'm never gonna be good enough for someone. Man, I'm never gonna be this person who someone can look at and be like, 'Yes, I love you. I care for you.'" And it can play tricks on your mind, plant seeds that you aren't even aware of until that you get into another relationship and you're struggling with it. Like, "Man, I'm not even I haven't done anything wrong with this person. I'm fixing my past mistakes, but why does it feel like I'm still not enough? Why does it feel like I'm still messing up and there's still something I'm lacking? Like this person's going to leave me too." And it puts you in an anxious state of mind because, hey, the song thought nothing of related to you. It sounded good. It soothed you at the time, but it planted seeds that you weren't aware of. And there's many songs that could do that. I know me, there were some Eminem songs out there, rap songs, all this and that. There's one, I think it's called Stan. It's basically Eminem talking about him and his uh, girlfriend. Like he's talking about like, man, uh, talking to his daughter in this perspective, and it's like, and you see like mom and dad had a split or something like that, and you see mom on the news, she's like all crazy and all that. Like I don't know the words all the way. I haven't listened to it a long time because it was in my mind. It was bringing up my past because my mother and my father split at an early age. This is what this song's talking about. How Eminem and his girlfriend split from an early age, and his daughter had to watch it all and still watching it as she grows up. And I remember I would just it would make me like I wouldn't even be listening to the song. Like I could hear it, but my mind would be so focused on what I remember, what I would think of, and it would bring back bitterness, it would bring back unforgiveness, it would bring back just sadness and put me in a spot where I shouldn't be. I've related to it. I like the song because I related to it, but it was dangerous for me because it put my mind in a spot where I shouldn't be thinking about it. Um, you had a scripture in your notes talking about focusing on the things that are pure. Um, I think cut it short just
Yeah.
because like everyone knows the verse because it's a very popular one. Uh,
Mhm.
yes. Could read it.
And now, dear brothers, one final thing. Fix your thoughts on what is true, honorable, and right, and pure, and lovely, and admirable. Think about things that are
Yes. When I was thinking about that past, instead of me being like, "Oh man, stuff happened," and I could go forgive my father or my mother, whatever it could be. I was more so just sitting in it, like, man, I remember that. Dang. And it just made me angry. I was like, man, I hope I'm never that type of person. I remember when I was growing up, I was like, dude, I'm not having kids. Like, not happening because of that. Um, like it music plants seeds, man. That's the end of it. I don't want to gap too much, but it's like I say exactly what Bobby said. It can relate to us in a good way, and it can relate to us in a bad way. Um, and you yourself have to decide with your own personal what songs speak to you in a good way and what songs speak to you in a bad way. Like I know I'm gonna give a good song. Forrest Frank. He has a song called "Ups and Downs." Uh, basically talking about, hey, um, you have been fighting like consistently. It feels like you are running down on your last energy, last leg, like whatever it may be. But God is with you in the ups and downs. Even with life being the way it is now, look forward, for an up is coming, and God is with you through it all. So praising Him and keep living life the best that you can. Um, that song I relate to. Like we all face ups and downs. We all go through hard times, and we all have those times where it's like wonderful. Um, that's a good song to relate to in my eyes, because it just reminds me like, hey, God is with me. God is going to be with me through it all, as long as I ask Him to be. Um, even if I didn't ask Him, He'll be there, but s- I wouldn't recognize it. So be mindful what songs you listen to. They may feel good and they may firm your feelings, but it could be confirming in a bad way. Soothe conscience that does not deserve to be soothed. Yeah, and
Yeah. No, no. Kinda like I have a question in. Uh, the songs that we listen to shapes our mindset or how we see. No, it may not be obvious. I'll be like, "Yeah, yeah, this song." Hey, they may not cut, may
yeah,
not do. Like you don't know them, so gotta be careful what you open up your mind to. Everybody, it doesn't matter how long. It doesn't matter if you're.
yeah,
It just takes a little bit to shape. Like think of it as pottery. Doing pottery and the pottery wheel. You might just press your finger a little bit, and that whole thing comes crashing down.
yeah.
And it may not do it immediately, but you little press. Okay, it's a only a tad bit, a little bit more, but then eventually it will crash because it can't hold it. It's the same thing with us. It might not do it instantly, but it can do it over time. That's why the Bible says, "On whatever is hey, it knows whatever you listen to, whatever like even like for conversation, like it can affect you." So just be wise what you let yourself.
I know. For me, for the longest time, I was still listening to my secular music, but it's because my brain didn't necessarily process like the lyrics and how bad they truly were for my mind. Um, and it didn't hit me till last year, like Havelock. And this was like when I decided, all right, I'm gonna start like paying attention to the songs I listen to and which ones I should like cut out. Uh, we were driving to Havelock, me, Elijah, and then two other people. Uh, I'm like, oh, dude, guys, we're listening to this song. It's a banger. California Love by Katy Perry with Snoop Dogg. I'm like, dude, I love this song. It's the vibe. Like, there's nothing bad about it at all. Like, this is gonna be great. And like, you listen to the song and you like get into the lyrics. If you just like ignore the beat, ignore how good they sound, these lyrics, it's whack. Like, uh, "Girl So Hot, They'll Melt Your Popsicle." I mean, why would I be singing that? But I used to sing it. Like, I would get into it. But I never realized, like, okay, these lyrics are kind of like, what the heck? Why would I sing that? Because that plants seeds. That song, the whole thing's lust. Um, that's one of those songs that are going to plant lust into your mind, especially Maroon 5. They have another song called Animals. That whole song is literally just freaky deaky. Um, just disguised as a song. Like it's literally this guy just talking about like, okay, hey dude, we're we're getting it on pretty much. And it's like, yo, I used to sing this song as a kid. I didn't know what it was talking about as a kid. But like, oh my gosh. Why as a kid, I'm like 6 or 8, um, singing, talking about some hunt you down, eat you alive, thinking it's just a regular animal. No, that's not what that lyric is suggesting. Um, so you have got to be mindful about these lyrics because some songs they may not seem bad, but uh, obviously there is still ignorance to it all. Like sometimes you don't just realize. Like I sung their lyrics and I understood some of them, but I didn't understand all of them. So it was like, okay, this part of the song I just not sing. But then like as you listen to it, you're like, okay, this whole song's bad. Um, so yeah, they can definitely shape your mind, as Bobby was saying, without you even realizing it. Subtle little things that the devil's good at. Subtle little confusion marks that get put in your head. You got to watch out for it because music is everywhere. So you have to guarding the gates, mind, heart, and soul, which are your eyes and your yes.
Yeah. Answer is you answered one.
Did I?
Yeah. Does it sound good but not be good?
Oh yeah,
And those two good. Those
dude. I'm telling you, man. Like, I
Chris.
didn't realize how bad the songs were. Like, okay, they got some questionable lyrics, right? And Elijah, he's sitting in my passenger, so he's like just sitting here, like wide eyed, like, all right, can we change the song? Yo, can we change the song? I'm like, I'm vibing in my, and I see him like, oh, and I take a second, and the next lyric pops up, and it's something wicked. I'm like, oh, yeah, let's change this song.
Yeah.
Like, some songs they all are absurd, and like we were talking about, like when I was just your man, that song's like subtle on how it can affect you. But yeah, I'm not. We're not saying all songs are bad, but majority of them, they definitely can twist your mind into anything.
I use this even Christian music twist your mind.
Yes.
And now I know some of you guys are probably gonna be like, "Oh, really?" Yes. So I told Josh about this. We were going to pick up Carvon for our episode. Or it was on the way back. Oh wait, it
Who
was on the
knows?
way
Who
back.
knows?
Or something. But I was telling him how at my work, one of our workers, one of my coworkers, he loves to put on worship music, which I have no problem with.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's awesome. Then there's one, and I'm listening to it. I'm like, oh, this is worship
Oh
music, pretty
yeah, it was
good.
on the way back.
It's like some those elevation, like I don't think it's by elevation, but it's like one of like those big old groups. You give 'em like a testimony midway through the song while the drums are still going on, and you hear that random lady screaming, "Amen, hallelujah." It's kind of like that. She's telling testimony, and she was like, "Yeah, I was just in a really dark place in my mind, and I was just sitting in my room in the dark, and my husband walked into the room, and she told me that I just need to move on." And I was like, and then at work, I just looked at the speaker, and I was like, "Your husband, she?" And it was like and I asked my coworker, I was like, "Oh, is that really the lyric?" And she's like, "Yeah." And so I was like, "Wow." I was like, even these Christian music, they are subtly planting. It's okay if husband is she.
Yeah, no
And
way.
it's like a wow. I was just like, wow. This music that's supposed to worship God, glorify him.
Yeah.
And I'm here and talking about some dude that thinks that she's a husband.
Yeah.
Like,
And I one song, I forget the lyrics, but it was just a straight prideful song. I'm listening to it, I'm like, yo, you're not even talking about God, you're talking about yourself. Like he's just rapping like, oh, I'm the best around, I'm the greatest rapper. Like, who made you the greatest rapper? Who declared you the greatest rapper? Like, what's going on with this lyric? And it's just a whole song of him confirming that he himself is the greatest rapper. And like you barely even hear God. He's like, God gave me the ability to rap. Like, okay, he gave you the ability. He didn't make you the greatest. Like, what are you talking about? Like, are you gonna give God glory in anything other than he just gave you the ability to rap? He didn't say God's the greatest. He didn't go like I rap for God or I do this or that. It's just straight him talking about himself. But like every time it comes on, I just skip it. I'm like, I'm not listening to that. I'm not gonna let pride get planted in my heart because we do get gifted talents from God, but He doesn't give it to us to become known as the greatest. We use it to glorify Him. There's no way that our talent should ever be like, yeah, best singer in my church. I'm the best drummer in my church. No, you should never use your talent to boast yourself. Now you can boast about
yes.
God, be like, hey, God has made me a very talented singer, or God has made me a tal- very talented musician. But never should it be, yeah, I could play the piano really, really good. I'm the best around. Yeah, that's for me. Yeah, yeah. No, never. That goes with any ministry. Talking about some, oh, I'm the best teacher. All the kids love me.
Snap
Bro,
of a finger, I would take the
that's what I'm
ability away,
saying. Like,
like
you found favor in God's sight to be gifted these talents.
yeah.
So do not allow pride to come into your heart. Make those talents be something you created or a talent you worked hard for. God gave you the ability regardless. Yeah. Like, good morning. Uh, thank Dude, hold on. Love endures forever. Sing praise. Like, it's all about praising God. That's all the song
Yeah.
was. It was forever. Forever faithful. Forever God is strong. Forever God is with us. Forever. Great song. That's what it should be about. Go on stage, it's all about glorifying God. Like, if you have that talent to sing, go sing for the Lord. Don't be up there to be, all right. You know what I mean? Impressed by me hitting the high note. Impressed by me being alone. Not even follow the words. I'm just able to, whatever it may be. Don't allow pride to enter into your ministries. And songs can plant that. Yeah. Don't be like that rapper. That guy. I know there is one, uh, Mike Malagies. I actually really enjoy listening. Um, yeah, he has a where lyrics like, "My identity, not that I'm a rapper." Like he's implying like my identity is out of God. Like, yes, I may be rapping. Yes, my job and occupation may be rapping, but I'm not known as a rapper. Known as a child of God. I'm known as a man of God. That's what it's gonna be. What it's gonna stay. Praise God with all his stuff. It's wonderful. Love it. But yeah. Enough rambling from me.
Yes. Oh, think a verse to sum up First Corinthians. I have the right to do anything.
Mm, block it, Bible, as the
Absolutely.
young folk would say.
As a
World,
young folk, I'm
dude.
lie to you. So young. For now.
Now,
Nope.
one day I'm gonna be wrinkly. Day I'm gonna be crippled. Glorified body.
But Jesus may come back before then.
I hope so. I would
I'm saying
I
it.
would so love,
I
like, if I hit 50 years old and Jesus comes back, I'm happy. I'm
I'm
happy.
saying
50 years is enough for me on this earth. Like, why would I wanna get old to where I have to be put into a nursing home? That does not sound entertaining. Or get old enough to where it's like, "Okay, I can't even preach the word anymore." No. No, thank you. Or, like, I have to be in a wheelchair? No. Nope. Dear Lord Jesus, back before medical problems. Like, Pastor Joe Campbell, he's a old preacher, blessed by God to be able to be preaching at the age that he's at. So it's like
yes.
if I make it to his age and I'm still able to preach, I'm cool. Because he may struggle with a lot of stuff that I don't know about, but the appearance of it, he's not in a wheelchair, not walking with crutches or a cane. He's still fully capable. To a degree, obviously. So like that I wouldn't mind. If I'm like hitting age 50, I can feel my back giving out. I can feel my knees like stop working. Yo, Jesus,
Take
stop
me.
waiting. Come back.
Come
Come
on, God. Just come on,
back.
God. Just tell him to blow the trumpet. Come on.
Like, dude,
What do you want
in
to do?
the twinkling of an eye. Yeah. I'll be gone.
Please take me.
Wait with the world. Anyways, let's get back to this. I had one more question.
I feel like what we
Okay.
just talked
We
about. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Like my one question is, oh, is more music outside of Christian talked about?
Let me think of a good secular. I have a couple. Like, shoot. I'm a very musical guy. I like musicals. Um, like, there's some. Gosh, started playing. There's this musical called Epic. Some songs are like, what the heck? Um, but there's a song called Just a Man. Unfortunately, the song is him, but
Still
the
an elite song.
yes, it's a wonderful song. You know it?
I
Oh
know
shoot!
Epic.
Oh
I have
shoot! I
listened.
don't know you were a
Yes,
fan. I
yes.
thought you would just
No,
I thought you just listened. Sisters did.
no, no. I'm a fan of.
I didn't
No,
know.
I have it saved
Me
on
too.
homepage.
Oh
I
shit! Okay, okay. But
haven't
yes,
listened
so
to it.
like, there's this song, and it's basically him having to go through a trial because like in this Epic is like a Greek mythology type musical, so already around mythology type stuff. So you might already have red flags for that for your personal convictions. Understandable. For me, Greek gods I find cool, but I know they're not real, and I don't serve them. I don't idolize them. I know my God is greater, so I don't have to struggle with that. Um, in this song, Baby is prophesied to come up as an avenger, basically kill uh Trojan. No, it was the
No, they
Trojan
were the
War.
Greek. Yeah, they.
Okay, so yes,
Yeah.
Odysseus and his men basically, this child would grow up to murder and kill and destroy their city as they destroyed his. So he was faced with this challenge. Okay, I have to kill this baby, or he's like debating with this god, Zeus. Like I could raise him as my own. Make sure his past is never known. Like, hey, I can do this. I don't have to kill this baby. I don't have to make this hard decision at all. Um, but Zeus just strikes it down and like, hey, dude, he will grow up to kill you guys, no matter what. Like it's prophesied. Like this song's not the worst. Then it goes into like him basically contemplating, like, dude, I'm just a man. How can I make this decision? How can I even go through with this? Um, I would say it's a very humbling in my eyes. Like the way I look at it, like, man, I am just a man. Going to be hard decisions in my life that I'm not gonna be able to make on my own. Um, even he had the help of Zeus. Like, hey, you don't make this decision, you're gonna lose out on your wife. Your kid's going to die. Like your city is going to burn. Um, being helped with wisdom to save himself. Um, like it just reminds me, like, dude, there's not much I can do. Like God's in control. There's gonna be life circumstances where I have to let go of something, or I have to do something that's very, very difficult. Um, so there's that. That's one song in my mind that's not horrible. Other than killing a baby part. That right there
Yeah,
is just
yeah,
like a what the heck?
yeah. I'll say like the whole. Obviously, there's a couple cuss words,
Yeah.
but like it's not like every single dropping it.
Yeah.
It's
There definitely are still some songs in Epic that are really, really bad that I suggest, like, if you are not spiritually mature, careful. Yes. Some of those songs are a little sketchy. Like, I think probably like 3 or 4 that are sketchy, but
I
the
feel
rest
like
of it's
most of those
okay.
are like
Calypso
the
is not bad. There's
Which
Circe's, and
yeah.
then there's the one Hold 'Em Down.
Oh, yeah, that one, yeah. Down that one, I
That
was
what about that dude who sings it is so catchy. He has a great voice. That song is wow, it's one can't sing. It gets to a point where, like, those lyrics, like, "Alright, I'm skipping."
yeah. I definitely wanna say, like, it's the play not like a playlist you should every single
Yeah,
day listen. Obviously, some of the songs can escape.
yeah.
They're a lot better
Um,
than going to Ice Spice every
yeah. You're not even the fart. Like, what kind of lyric is that?
I tell you, she was just a CIA operative, and that the CIA was just like, "Get her popular."
Dude,
Like, there is no way she just out of the blue out of nowhere.
yeah, and then there's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle theme songs. Those go like, bro.
Power Rangers?
shout, little power. That's the 1987 version. You guys might know this version. I don't even know if you guys can even hear that. That's the 2012. Ghostbusters, you guys might not like because um, hey, you said one that was like, yeah,
Yeah, Power Rangers.
Power Rangers, yeah, tough. Um, like there's some songs, guys, that like it's really not bad for you to listen to. Most of the songs you're going to have to choose are going to be like personal convictions, things you know you struggle with and know that are planting seeds in your own mind. You'll catch it, you'll notice it. Maybe you don't. If you don't, I would say ask God for wisdom to reveal things. Go up to someone and be like, "Hey, what's your thoughts on this song, that song?" Like, ask for other help. Sometimes you can't decide on your own. Yeah,
Yeah. Also ask yourself, like, if Jesus was right here and my pastor was right here next to me,
they be
what
bumping this
would I
like,
play this? If it would be like a no, I would probably like hit the skip button as quickly as
yeah,
possible. Then it's a yeah, maybe you should take it off your playlist.
yeah, agreed. I know. Me and my friends from school, we're gonna be going to Carowinds, and I'll be riding with them. And so, like, we created this playlist. I put my songs on there. Most of them are pretty good songs. Like, bad about them. Their songs, though, um, they're the classic 2000s, but a lot of the songs are bad. Me personally, wasn't saved. I'm bumping to all of them. I love all of them. It's how I was before I was saved. All these songs I love. It's just the songs I fell in love with as at a young age. But like it's party rock. If you even know anything about that song, uh, good. Or like Usher, the song called "Yeah," probably not a good song. Or "In the Club" by 50 Cent. I think it's by 50 Cent. Not
Yeah.
a good song. Um, they put all these songs in there. One day I'm listening. It was actually when we were going to the Billy Graham Museum. I'm listening to this playlist, but I'm finding myself skipping more than I am anything. And then Kylan, um, but Mr.
Little Hamilton.
Hamilton,
Yeah.
yes, he puts on my headphones because one of the songs come on that because I put Forrest Frank on this playlist. Um, but he puts my headphones on and I'm like sitting here watching as this music takes down because I didn't want a song to come on and him hear the most random thing ever. Like, if you guys know anything about the song called "My Humps" by Black Eyed Peas, I was stressing. I'm like, please don't let this song come on for this little kid. That's gonna be horrible, and I'm gonna be a bad example. So I'm watching the clock on this thing. I was like, all right, if I have to watch this playlist that bad, I'm just not gonna use this playlist. Like, it's that simple. I just shouldn't be. My friends put it on in their cars as we're driving, advocating, hey, give this song. The song's weird. They say no, can't really do much. Huh? Um, but thankfully, I'm also spiritually mature enough to be like, all right, I'm not singing this. I'm not gonna let it plant seeds. Um, but yeah, I'll be mindful again. But I was like, all right, this playlist, I'm just not gonna listen to on my own time because it wouldn't be wise. It wouldn't be smart. So music is come down to your own convictions for sure. I think we actually brought it up. Kind of ironic. Last episode, uh, Pastor Brandon's sermon. What's your love song? Where he talks about this exact topic. I think we brought it up with Carvon. We're talking about like how to be a disciple and how like music this, music that. Brought up the sermon. Um, Kind of ironic how we're talking about music again. Um, Weird how things work out. But
Yep.
yes, what's your love song, man? What song do you listen to so much that it consumes your everyday waking moment? Good? Is it bad? Bad. Anything else?
Oh, not that.
Dude, I just realized I don't have a timer, so I don't know how long we've been talking. Dang. I don't want another short episode. Bro, how was your day?
You know what? Let's dissect
Yeah.
every single word in a random verse of the Bible.
Yes. Man, definition of music. Let's look that up. The art of arranging sounds and silence in time, using melody, harmony, rhythm, and timbre to create expressive, often pleasant content. It is created by vocal or instrumental sounds, combinations thereof, or electronic means. It serves as a form of auditory communication and is a fundamental part of human culture. Music for you, in case you ever wonder what the definition of is. Said in it that it's a fundamental what word was that? I read it just fine. Fundamental part. Yeah, I was trying to put like fundamental sheet, like TION, end of it for no
Oh,
reason.
okay.
Um, fundamental part of human culture. Uh, you all know already. Big, very, very big part of our lives. Don't let it consume. There's people out there who genuinely just sits around listening to music 24/7. I know I listen to music a lot. Like when I go to bed, I typically put on Pandora, and just let music cycle. Forest Frank radio, so it's pretty good songs coming. Wake up, the music's still playing. Turn it off. Get in my car. It's gone. Get to school, chilling, leave, put music on. Like I'm listening to music a lot of part of my days because I'm driving a lot, and like when I'm sleeping, like music's very everywhere in my life. Uh, so that's why I started to stand on it, be like, okay, what song should I and what songs should I not listen to? Because the reality is it will plant seeds. Music is spiritual, um, and it's something that's going to speak to your heart no matter what. Like I know for a fact that music does, because one of the very prime examples in my own life of when I try and shut out music, when I was a little kid, I used to love going to children's church, right? So when there was no class, I used to hate it. As a little kid, you don't want to sit in the sanctuary. You have no idea what the pastor's talking about. You don't understand it. You don't have the revelation of God yet. Just nothing. Song service would happen. And as a little kid, you want to pout. You want to like just sit there and be mad. But I know as a little kid for myself, I found it extremely hard during song service to stay mad because songs were just anger. Like there was one, I don't know if you remember it or not. Open up the floodgates,
Oh, yeah.
or like I guess technically it's called open up the heavens. Open up the floodgates, almighty river. I remember as a little kid, like I would always in my head I'm singing, and I get mad at myself, like, mad, can't, no, I can't do that, I can't. Like in my, I was getting it in my own head. On the outside, I was angry, but like man, music, it's irresistible. I don't care who you are or who you are. Like, I know for a fact, all the guys out there, all the women out there in song service who are new converts and they're just standing there acting like the music's nothing and they're just trying to get it over with. I guarantee you in their minds, they're singing it. In their minds, they're like, oh yeah, that's a good song. Even when I came back and for the first time I heard it, Shekinah Glory, and then we did a cappella with it. So it was like, release the fall. Like that, like whenever it's just everyone in the church singing, there's no instruments, no nothing. That right there, even when I was like, okay, okay, okay. You almost got me to sing. You almost got me to sing there. Like music is irresistible.
Yes.
And God designed it that way because we are meant to worship Him and we are meant to praise Him, and that's what music is made for. Music is made to praise and worship our God. Um, so not surprising that the devil's going to try and twist that, especially because he was a leader of music. It's not going to be surprising that he's the leader of music on this earth as well. Um, shoot, you can even look at the music. Great example as to why music is so like um spiritual in any sense. Like look at Lil Nas X. He's a prime example. That homie, one of his songs, his music video is him literally going down to hell on a stripper's pole. Like, what are you doing? Why? And then he sold uh devil shoes. I think there was genuine blood in them too.
Yeah, yeah, it was genuine blood in power were
Yeah,
lightning.
like, dude, no
It was
way.
so bad that Nike
Like,
canceled
no way, man.
that was
That was
even
probably
like the one where, like, oh, he got saved, which, it got saved very next day, lost me talking.
Yeah, I
And then
forgot about that, that he, like, claimed, like, he
yeah,
gave his life to
yeah,
Christ, like, as propaganda to promote his album coming out.
yeah,
People would go and listen to it, and then it's that dude, I forgot about that.
yeah. It was like that was like very outrageous. And at first, for me, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you just
Yeah,
gave your life to Christ. Maybe you're like,
like,
oh, gotta cancel. And after it sticks up, it's like, hey, bro, you're a Christian now.
you're not Christ, though.
Yeah, you're not the one that died for us.
That I wasn't even saved, and I was like, "Alright, this is kinda wicked. Like, who does this? Like, why?" I remember just being so happy with his Old Town Road song, like, that song was a banger, no issues with it at all. Then just starts releasing the most whack stuff, and it's like, "Yo, what influenced you to do this?" And then that music video of him going down the hell, it showed everything. As someone who wasn't saved, I didn't realize, like, "Hey, the devil is working through the music industry." Until I got saved, there was no revelation there, but now I understand, like, hey, the devil does use music to get into your mind, your soul, and your heart. You have got to protect it. It it's one of those fiery darts that's like, dude, it's like they threw a catapult of arrows at you. It there is a high percentage of it hitting you if you are not careful. You are going to need everything to stand against that.
It's
So
crazy. Yeah. Like so much this push to the marital sex that is pushed
yeah,
heavily.
or women exposing their bodies to get views, like we brought up Ice Spice. Her whole like, her songs weren't even that good. People loved her because she was attractive and because she used her body assets to get views. That literally why she was so popular, and the music industry pushed that.
Yeah,
Everybody. Like, how, like, some dance moves, like twerking. Why is that considered dancing? That's not dancing. That is not dancing. That is just defiling yourself. Like, there's nothing about that that says dancing. Not at all. Like, and even if you were to go all the way to this show called Dance Mom or ballerina outfits, like, these women, they're wearing very exposing clothes for no reason. Like, these little girls, like, they're wearing, like, little crop tops that are skin tight, their shorts are skin tight, and they, like, expose everything, and it's like, why in the world are we putting girls on stage, or guys as well, in these clothes for dancing? We don't have to see their skin to see a better elegant dance. It doesn't
yeah.
have to be skin tight to see. What what's going on with this? Why is that normal for these girls to be in here? If you don't know what Dance Moms is, I would say look it up. Very hilarious show, very dramatic, like a reality TV show. Um, but like you'll notice like these costumes, they're not age appropriate in any way. I remember as a kid, I'm like, why are these kids wearing these? Like it's crazy how because they're dancing or because they're singing music, how like their outfit doesn't matter. Oh, look how pretty they look while they're singing. Look at the fact that they're literally wearing just gemstone and nothing else. Like, oh, that's it. Like, no, that doesn't make it better. Like, especially when you have younger audience who thinks that is the way to go. Like, I know most recently Sabrina Carpenter, she had a album photo of her and some very questionable things. She very openly said how like that's not a bad album photo. I'm not going to explain it because we do have younger listeners. I don't want to wrong thing. Um, but it's a very like a very sexual album cover. Best way to put it. Um, Now it's not like things are showing all the way, but the message of it is bad. Like she had the audacity to go out and say that's not even close to bad. That has no sexual in like uh would be the word, but that's not true at all. Um, like she said that's not at all. She said no way in the world was that even close to it. And it's like you're lying. You're lying. And people justified her. Like, hey, blame the parents. Shouldn't be letting their kids listen to an artist like this. They shouldn't be letting her see they shouldn't be letting them see that. Like, okay, I get that. But parents should have rules. I agree. 100%. Uh, some parents aren't going to do that. It's not. So when
Yeah,
you know openly, "Hey, I do have this," why are you okay with exposing yourself and showing those children or showing other people like, "Hey, this is how you find beauty. This is how you find fame. This is how you find joy."
exactly.
Like,
Like that, all they're showing. Oh, you're only
yeah.
it's like artists.
Lizzo,
It's like they're like pushing. Oh, it's more masculine to not be masculine.
dude, no.
Contradiction? Question mark.
Like,
Like, and this is why like talking about this episode very careful.
starting
Like
this dude, yeah. Like, the obviously, same thing as we were saying earlier, like, there's some good part of the like, that's a fact. Like, Casting Crowns, good. Um, Frank, good. Josiah Queen, good. Like, there's some things out there that are good. Like, everything about music is not saying that. Like, the music industry itself is a super industry to even get into. You even hear, like, how some there's, like, tell their soul how they have a yeah, the Illuminati,
yeah,
and, like, there's also, like, oh, alter ego. Like, I think it was Nicki Minaj, like, "Stage I become literally, like, something possesses me, whole different person." I think I saw I'm not but it's like, "What? You're just here to sing music. Why would you need an alter ego? Why would you need to sell your soul? Why would you need to stuff out there? Guys out there singing about like girls, that girls this and that, showing men like, hey, this is how you can treat women. Hey, this is how you can think about women, how you can look at women. Like, no, I don't want to be sitting here like, how does a girl move on a dance floor? Like, I don't want to think that. No, like I know Bruno Mars, he just came out with his song called Just Might. Everyone was loving it. I was like, okay, I like Bruno Mars. I can go listen to him. This song, like majority of it's good, but then there's just like one thing where it's like, but if that booty can't move to no beat, I don't want it. Huh? Granted, I think the lyric is more so like, "Hey, if you can't dance and if you can't feel a beat, I'm not really that into you because like, if you got no rhythm, you got no rhythm." But that lyric is just questionable. It's like, why would you even do that? Because now you're putting fear in women like, "Hey, maybe I should learn how to dance, a specific way."
this song probably multiple. Hey, listen to it multiple times. Go says some post.
The majority of the song really is good. Like, there's nothing bad about it. It's upbeat, it's catchy. It's like he's actually, like, talking about this girl in a good way, and I'm like, "Okay, this is like OG Bruno Mars, like, I'll catch a grenade type for you." But does that, I'm like, this could go one of 2 ways, but this is a questionable lyric, and I'm not rocking with it, so Imma skip it because it's just like, no way. Or um, like, Rock Your Body. I wanna rock your body. Mm, like, that song right there, why is that the first thing you think of when you like, "Oh, I can't wait to get you. Can't wait to have this thing with you." Why? Why is that your first thought? Like, come on. Come on, dude. Not be teaching men this is the way to think about women. Like, it's no way. Nope. No. So bad. It's so bad. Like, that's your
Yes.
first impression? Like, teaching people to go out in the world, be like, "Okay, go here, girl. First thought, she hot. You have ass." Like, no, that's not how you should be thinking about a woman at all. Like, when you first see a woman, you should be thinking, "Okay, serve God. Okay, check, check. You vibe? Vibe. Check." It shouldn't even come to your mind, "Does she have this? Be good at this." Like, no. Those the music industry promotes wicked thinking. It's since sometimes it's small, subtle ways. Other times it's large, like what we've about. It it's mind blowing, mind blowing.
Yeah, not even like, oh. this you should that. Now I'm about to probably bring some very controversial, but I'm gonna talk about sick. So that it just happened through song, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing is like at first, like, yeah, it just seems so innocent, like something dumb, like, oh, gonna go yelling, go running around, something. But it's like until it came out, like, oh, there's actually a message behind. It. You name the song, dude. There, that song
You
pops
might
up
find poop.
right,
Kidding. I'm kidding.
but also right down behind there, Baby Shark. Oh, algorithm kids. I actually did it as like a test. I was like, oh, would it? On YouTube, I did on multiple accounts. Baby Shark would either that song or like right behind. It's like trying to push something. Like, the it came out like it's for satanic stuff because Satanist, very sad. It because of Ogon in Yemen, which like Ogon is 6, Yemen is 7, and they are gods in satanic world. Cult. That's why you have to also be careful because there was one song I saw a video about it the other day. It sounds good till you play in reverse and it's like, oh, we're gonna go together, your way to hell.
That's what the song says in reverse?
Yeah, so like, cause like,
How do you even plan that?
so it goes away like a
Heck no,
certain
that is
word. You can say
horrifying.
words, but
Yeah,
then you play backwards, different words. So
that's
it's like,
horrifying.
let's just be honest. Like, if I were to take this right now and play backwards,
Yeah,
but
no, you might get
to
occasional
get like
word here.
specific words,
You're planning.
yeah, you're planning something. Like that's why you gotta really
Horrifying.
diligent what you do.
Figure that out. Song for fun.
You'll be like,
That
it's like,
But the
it's
first person who
like
found
so
that out
crazy.
had to be ever.
I'm just saying,
Oh,
just
Imma
imagine
reverse it just for fun. Post as a cool little viral
and you
clip,
just hear
and
we're
it's
gonna
like,
go to
"We're going to
stairway,
stairway
we're gonna
to
go to
hell."
hell together.
Like, yo, I'm telling you, I'm closing my
Like,
laptop, like, whatever I'm using to do that, I'm
I'm
just
instantly getting on the floor
like
and praying, God, I don't want to
dude,
go with
I
them. Like,
that would be
oh,
so
I,
terrifying. That would shake me to my core, man. I'm like, "Yo, but how about we? I ain't
yeah,
going.
like,
I
like
ain't going."
it's
I'm
like
like
a like who's we?
instantly, I'm looking around
Like,
my house, like, I'm like, that would be horrifying that
yeah,
you would get a random message like that by reversing words. Like, it's so rare you get a sentence to come back sounding like another sentence. But right then and there, it's just a message. It's like, was that, like, planned by the singer, or was that, like, someone speaking to me?
yeah,
Like, I would be yo, I would be tripping.
yeah. That's how you know music is very spiritual because
Yes.
it's like so much. I you know that not talking about. Oh, he's also behind the Christian music industry. When you say the music industry, people aren't normal unsafe person.
Yeah.
No, they're thinking like big rap, like those.
Easy.
Yeah, like
Ugh.
that's what you gotta like. The devil likes to take the most innocent act.
True, dude. Scooby Doo. There's these band inside. It's called the Hex Girls. Um, like girls who just but they're witches. They're mine. And as a little kid, you're like, huh, ah, your music sounds good. But like one of their songs is just, I'll put a hex on you. What on me? Like, it took me a little while to be like, okay, I like Scooby Doo a lot, but I'm gonna have to like not associate with the Hex Girls because their names is the Hex Girls. And their
Yeah,
name and one of their songs is I'm gonna put a hex on you. Please do not put a hex on me. Like I
yeah,
beg. You guys are cool. Luckily, you're fake, but please do not.
Yeah.
It is just something that small, like a children's show. Uh, a song like that, putting a spell or a hex on you, like talking about, man. What are you talking about? But yeah, innocent very easily be. I don't know why I'm yawning so much, dude. I'm not even tired. Breathing wrong. Breathing wrong. Breathing wrong. Right. Anyways, yeah, that's my rant on the music industry. Found something to talk about.
Yeah, we found something to get add an extra.
Yeah. So, uh, make sure songs you're listening to not causing you to think about the wrong things or dwell on the wrong thing. Make sure you are guarding your eyes and your ears with music videos or lyrics. Make sure you are asking for wisdom on whether this song is good or not, because sometimes you cannot make the decision on your own. You may not notice things on your own. Um, be mindful of environment. Yeah. Um, smart with music is spiritual. So, small little recap right there. All right, I think that's gonna be all the call for us now. So how y'all's head? So much better. I love mic stands. Um, wonderful, great addition. But anyways, let's get to it. So maybe you're new and you're listening for the first time. An altar call is a moment of silence, kinda, but it's given to those who have not given their lives or those who want to dedicate their life to God, Christ. Um, by saying a simple prayer, accepting Him into your life. We didn't really talk about salvation much in this episode, but this is still a very crucial, important moment. Not saved, good chance you will have no interest in this episode at all. You wouldn't have make convictions about songs or go and examine the own songs you're listening to. But salvation is a very important thing because that's what helps us decide better, start serving God, start understanding the way of God. Um, salvation gift from God sent His one and only Son to die on the cross for our sins that we may be forgiven. We could live a life without sin, that we could live a life without the idea of world being no. This world tells us these songs are this, that they're good for us, that they're upbeat, catchy. In reality, they're planting seeds and our mind and twisting the way that we think. Um, scripture in the Bible talking about Romans 12:2. Allow God to transform and renew your mind. Um, that's what salvation does for you. Give your life to Christ, and slowly but surely reveals things to help you get your life right and change things that have been affecting you for a long time. You're struggling with sin that is recurring, struggling with the past by carrying baggage or bitterness or unforgiveness. Um, maybe simply have no other answer. Uh, praying this prayer, asking Christ into your life, it will fix it. Will give you answer. He will give you hope, and He will show you love and mercy. Will finally get to that freedom. Along with that, though, it's not going to promise a perfect and trial-free life. Bible still says we will face trials. However, it is better to suffer with Christ than without Christ. So, if you are wanting to give your life to Christ, just repeat after me. Father God, ask, wash me, let us know. Father, I ask that you would change who I am serving you, who I am more open, looking out for the heart. Father, I ask that you servant eyes, my heart, and my ears to hear your spirit conviction, revelation that you are trying to bring. And Father, I ask that you guide me and show me your truth, that I may live a life to glorify you, honor you. Father, I thank Jesus Christ died on the cross for my that I may be forgiven. Thank you for setting me free of Jesus. Rest in my oh, prayed that prayer. Welcome to the family. You are now my brother or sister in Christ. If you prayed it again to rededicate your life, welcome back to the family. Always will open you up with open. Will always welcome you with open arms. Loved and you are cared for. That's by the love of God. Um, prayed and you know, or well, please let us know. Um, type it in the comments on YouTube, Spotify, Apple has comments or not?
No, Apple
Not.
does not have
Okay. Our
comments.
email is something. Bobby could probably read it to you.
Frontline Youth, or website frontline podcast.net.
Yes. Or go to our YouTube community talking to us. We haven't pushed that out in the last episodes. Kind of
Yeah,
forgot about it.
yeah.
Um, yeah, start talking to us. Let's build a community. Brothers and sisters, as I said, we're in this fight together. Let's be together. Um, yes, if you prayed that prayer, let us know. You need extra prayers? Hey, we'll pray for you. We're on that. Trust. Prayer life is important. Um, or were you about to
That's it.
say something?
All right, you
All
guys.
right. We have decided the word.
Excited without talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember, the adults are always talking.
Gosh.
But
Luckily, Bobby is not an adult.
yeah, I'm not. Yeah, but secret word for you guys.
Transform. We're not going to give you any
Yeah.
examples. You guys have to get clever on your own. And please, please, please comment. Actually, use the word. We had someone do it last week. Well, I don't know if it was technically last, but last episode, and they actually did it pretty well. I read it and I was like, man, hi, someone commented. And I'm like reading it again. I was
Yeah,
like,
it took me a moment.
I was like, wait, shoot.
Oh, I was like, they actually hit it pretty well. I
I
was like,
know.
that's good.
I forgot our secret word. I was like, dang, that comment just reminded me, and they snuck that in. Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah. So let's see how clever you guys can get with it. There's many options. We already talked about a lot in our own time. So
Oh,
yeah.
quite literally. It was
Yeah.
like right about like right here. We were,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, they can do it.
Yeah. You guys got this.
Yes. So,
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us. We love you guys. We care for you guys, and we're praying for you guys.
yes. Care for you guys. We care for you guys' inputs, opinions.
Very much so.
Yes. We hope that it's helping you. So, you guys in the next episode.
The next episode.